Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable to my thesis supervisor, Professor Dr. Anissa Astrid, ST, MPD, and all those present today. My name is Fahrunisa Rahansana, students from PBIC, English Education Study Program, Faculty of Tarbiyah and Teaching Science, UIN Raden Patah, Palembang. Today, I would like to present my research proposal entitled The Correlation Between Students' Writing Attitude and Their Writing Achievement of 11th grade students at Senior High School in Palembang. First, I would like to explain the background of this study. Writing is one of the most difficult skills in learning English. In writing, students must organize ideas, use correct grammar, choose appropriate vocabulary, and arrange sentences into good text. Because of this, many students find writing challenging. In the Merdeka curriculum, 11th grade students are expected to write several kinds of text, such as analytical, expositions, report, and explanation text. However, based on preliminary observations in the several senior high school in Palembang, many students still have difficulties in writing English text. Some students cannot develop their ideas clearly, others still make many grammatical mistakes and have limited vocabulary. As a result, many students receive writing scores below the minimum mastery criterion or KKM, which is 75. These conditions encourage me to conduct this study. One important factor related to students' writing performance is writing attitude. Writing attitude refers to students' feeling, beliefs, and behavior toward writing activities. Students who have a positive attitude usually enjoy writing more, are more motivated, and are more confident in completing writing tasks. Because of this, they often achieve better writing results. On the other hand, students with negative attitudes usually avoid writing activities, feel unmotivated, and produce lower writing achievement. Unfortunately, effective factors like writing attitude are still often ignored in English classroom. Teachers usually focus more on grammar and vocabulary, while students' feeling and attitudes toward writing receive less attention. In addition, previous study showed different findings. Some studies found a significant positive correlations between writing attitude and writing achievement, while other studies found only weak or insignificant relationships. Besides that, most previous studies focused on university students or junior high school students. Very few studies specifically investigated 11th grade senior high school students in Palembang. Therefore, this study is important because it aims to provide empirical evidence about the relationship between writing attitude and writing achievement in local context of Palembang. Based on the background, this study has two research questions. The first research question is there a significant correlation between students' writing attitude and their writing achievement of 11th grade students at senior high school in Palembang? And second research question is, to what extent does students' writing attitude contribute to the writing achievement of 11th grade students at senior high school in Palembang? Based on this research, this study also has two objectives. The first objective is to determine whether there is a significant correlation between students' writing attitude and their writing achievement. And the second objective is to determine the contributions of students' writing attitude toward their writing achievement. Next, I would like to explain the theoretical framework. This study used two variables, and the first variable is students' writing attitude as the independent variable or variable X. Writing attitudes means students' feeling, beliefs, and tendencies toward writing in English. In this study, writing attitude is measured using the writing attitude scale, or WAS, adapted from Potzen in 1997. The questionnaire consists of 20 Likert scale items. The total score range from 20 to 100. A higher score indicates a more positive writing attitudes. The second variable is students' writing achievement as the dependent variable or variable Y. Writing achievement refers to students' writing ability shown through a writing test. In this study, students are asked to write an analytical expositions text. Their writing is assessed using the ESL compositions provided by Jacobs and his colleagues from 1981. There are five aspects assessed in the writing test: content, organizations, vocabulary, language use, and mechanics. The maximum total score is 100. This study is also supported by three grand theory. The first theory is Triandi's attitudinal framework from 1971. This theory explained that attitudes consist of affective, cognitive, and behavioral components. The second theory is Gardner motivation, all theory from 1985. This theory explained that attitude influence students' motivations and language learning performance. And the third theory is Bandura's self-efficacy theory from 1997. This theory states that students' belief in their own abilities can influence both their attitude and achievement. This theory supports the idea that writing attitude may influence students' writing achievement. Now I will explain the research methodology. This study used quantitative correlational design. More specifically, the study used bivariate correlations and sample linear regressions analysis. This design is appropriate because the study aims to measure the relationship between two variables without manipulating them. The data in this study are primary data collected using two instruments. The first instrument is the writing attitude scale questionnaire, and second instrument is writing test in which students write an analytical exposition text. Before being used, both instruments are validated by two academic validators from UIN Raden Patah Palembang. Students English for the reliability of the questionnaire is tested using Cambridge Alpha, while the reliability of the writing test is tested using Inter-Rater reliability. For data analysis, the study used SPSS versions 25. There are 4 steps in analyzing the data. First, descriptive statistics are used to describe the data. Second, the Kolmogorov-Smirnov test is used to test normality. Third, the linearity test using ANOVA is used to check whether the relationship between variable is linear. And next, Pearson product moment correlations and simple linear regressions are used to answer the research questions and test the hypothesis. Next, I would like to explain the populations and sample. This study is conducted at 3 senior high school in Palembang. First, SMA Negeri 3 Palembang, and second, SMA Muhammadiyah 6 Palembang, and third, SMA Negeri 6 Palembang. This school have grade A accreditations and implement the Merdeka curriculum. The total populations of 11 grade students from the 3 schools is around 1,100 students. This study used class random sampling. One class from each school is selected randomly as the sample. The total sample consists of 106 students. 37 students from SMA Negeri 3, 37 students from SMA Muhammadiyah 6, and 35 students from SMA Negeri 6 Palembang. Okay, maybe that's all for me. I realize that this proposal is still far from perfect. Therefore, I sincerely welcome any suggestions and corrections. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.